Hello again, everyone. Sorry for that little false start. Welcome. I hope you're enjoying your day. I had a little mishap with the last little video because I didn't have my card base. So let's start again afresh. So I've been enjoying making these little Z fold pop-out cards. So I think they're very sweet. So that's the one with the little seagulls from the celebrations. What was one of the freebies from the celebration. And then this is using the sketched butterflies. So I just think that's really sweet. So you can see there's the mechanism in the middle there. So it's a very simple mechanism. So I wanted to show you that. And also I wanted to show you how by blending around pattern papers, you can really create a different look. So if you think, this is the Hello Irresistibles papers that I'm using, and they're in the last chance products at the moment. So I think they were about 21, 25. They're now down to 15, 22 or something like that. So you can see with this card here, I've used these pale pinky and orange papers, but you can see that that's a lot brighter than what these papers are. So it just shows you what a bit of blending can do and how you can change the look of your papers. So these are just some of the papers in that set because I've used quite a few of them, but you can see the colours are lovely. They're double-sided, so it's always that thing of, oh, which side can I use? I'm particularly in love with this paper here. I just thought that was lovely, and the white flowers on that one I think is quite gorgeous. Anyway, so lots of lovely papers there. If you're interested, just give me a hoy and I'm very happy to order those for you. So I'm just going to put these aside and we're going to do the card first. So I just need you. For this one, you really need to give it a good strong score down with your bone scorer. So we're just going to fold it in half. So this is just your normal card size, the half of an A4. Is it B5? So the front of it is 10.5, so that makes it 21 by 14.8. So if you've got A4 card, you're just going to fold that, cut that in half. So we've just got our base there. Then what we're going to do is fold it back on itself. Now, everybody has their own way of doing this. I tend to fold it into the middle because I've got something to push it up against. And then fold down. So give it a score that way, but the actual fold is going to be going the other way. So just give that a nice firm score down as well. So that's your Z fold part. Okay. Now to decorate that, you can see how it's still flipping up a bit. So I'm just going to give it another score down. That's it. Excellent. So we'll do the insert first. So now, who's been having troubles opening their Stampin' Up pads? So my thumbs are pretty strong, so I just pop them in the little groove there and separate it. But if your thumbs aren't that strong, what you can do is either press it on the outside there, or I find if I put my thumb over my thumb and press in the middle, the end pops up and it's then easy to fold it open and then slide. So think of it as a little drawer. You're sliding the drawer. Then to close it, all I do is give it a bit of a push, give it a bit of the helping hand, and then pull and then close back up again. So we're going to just leave that open. So that's the old olive, and then we've got the pretty peacock. So what I'm going to do is with this piece, I'm actually going to blend around with a bit of the green because I just like to get a bit more green on this piece as well. And again, it doesn't matter if the blending is not really even. I don't really care. I don't mind that look. And I'm also going to do it around the other little panel piece while I've got the green going. There we go. So that's that done. So nice and quick. No need to be, you know, spending lots of time with that. Then I'm going to add a little bit of the blue, the Pretty Peacock as well. Just because I really do love that colour combination. And you can make it as light or as dark as you like. Just play when you're creating. Now I'm just going to, this is one of the little diamond pieces in the middle, so I'm just going to put, no, I'm going to use the, no, I'm actually going to use this side because I want it to stand out. I don't want it to get lost in the pattern. So that's the beauty of two sides. While we're at it, so I'm just going to put those aside. I'm going to stamp my sentiment. So this is the sentiment that comes with the sketched butterflies, which is wishing you a beautiful birthday, and which just fits right in the middle of that. So you can see that there. And then I need to add another little butterfly, I think. So we'll just use our little multiple butterfly stamps. And I'm just going to pop one there. And another one there. Oh, I like that one, that little corner one. Let me just put that one there. So I've just got that little piece there, just filling in the blanks with the little butterflies. What I'm also going to do too is I've just doodled around the edge. So just a line backwards and forwards, just to doodle, just to give that an extra because it's sketched butterflies. It was the sketched doodle around the edge, I think, just kind of suits it. And then we can pop that just with a bit of tape so that that's all ready to go. There we go. So I'll just put that on there. So just centering that onto your little white. So the white squares are 2 by 2, and then the pattern paper is 1 3/4 by 1 3/4 inches. So that's ready to go. I've got my other two ready to go. So I've just blended around the edges of those just to soften that white grid. We can stamp some butterflies down in the corner on this little piece here. So that's now ready to go. And I've already popped some tape on the back of that. So we just pop grab that off and just center that piece there. Then we just finish off this piece. So I'm just going to again some more butterflies, just higgledy-piggledy on there, and just doodle around that. So nothing too fancy, just, you can see I'm just doing it quick and easy, no ruler. The butterflies have that sketched look about them. And so then we can do the same. Oh, and I forgot to do it on this one too. So we'll just add it to this one here. Just kind of going around the butterflies, not through them. Now you can do all sorts of different doodles, like, you know, if you don't like that sketched look, you could just do, what could we do? We could just do a corner and then a few dots and then a stroke in the middle and a few dots. So it's just, you know, different things that you could do. You could do like a little heart, little hearts, a line of little hearts. So just whatever takes your fancy. There are no hard and fast rules in card making. So now we just take our tape off and pop them, just leaving an even border. There's the other one. That's about right. Okay, so we've got our 3 little diamonds and we've just got our butterfly. So I've got one made already and the other one I'm just going to do now. So I'm just using the blue in the center of the butterfly and then some green and a bit more green. A bit blue. Just going to heavy up the blue. That's it. And then I find when you're stamping, so if you pre-die cut your images, if you're doing multiples, it's easier because you can often cut out 2 at a time. So I often find I die cut first and then I stamp. With the rubber stamps, the cling stamps, they're a little bit hard to line up because you can't see through them. So what I find easier is if I ink up the stamp, and then I find it easier to line up the die with the stamp. So I'll put it on top and then I'll just get another ink block and press down on it. And then hopefully you get your nice stamped image pretty even. Okay. Now, the other thing that you can do with these little butterflies, and I don't know if you can see them on here, if I can get the light right. I've added the Winker Stella to them. Now it's just trying to get, and I don't think I'm going to be able to get, there we go. There's a bit of shimmer. So you can see there's a little bit of shimmer from the Winker Stella. And that actually helps if you're finding your blending has been a bit streaky. Now just give your pen a bit of a shake and then you can just paint in the butterfly. And I often find that the water from the Winker Stella actually helps to blend the colours. So if your colours are a little bit streaky, that kind of helps them to blend in. You can see that. I had it a second ago. There you go. You can see that a bit better. So it just gives it that nice little extra. So we just colour that in as well. And you can see I'm not really spending a lot of time on it. It's just so that you get that bit of a shimmer. Okay, then what you can do is I've just got this bit of bling here and I'm just going to add some rhinestones because I think butterflies can always do with a few rhinestones. So we're just going to plonk those onto each of them. Just pop that into the middle. And then to give them a bit of dimension, what I do is just put my thumbnail on either side of the body and then just give it a little bend up. You could also roll the using a paintbrush or, you know, some sort of rounded tool to give it that little bit more of a three-dimensional look. Just give it a little bend. Okay, so it just sort of helps it to look more like a real butterfly. And then I'm just going to add a bit of tape so that they're ready to go on. Okay, so that's already, my pieces are all ready. Now for the last little piece, which is the mechanism. So this is where I love the scoring board. Okay, so this is 1/2 inch by 5 inches. And my little scoring tool. And all you're going to do is score at 1 inch. 1 inch, 2 inches, 3 inches, and 4 inches. So basically with that, you're making the little square mechanism. Now we'll just hit that with a little bit of the ink just so that it's not so stark white and it's not so noticeable in the card. So we're just going to fold that round to make a square, and then we want to lay it flat so that it sits, we want it to sit nice and flat. So we want it to be able to bend both ways. Okay, so on this little flap here, we're going to pop some tape. It's just not quite enough, wide enough to take 2 bits of tape together. So I always just take one with the backing off and then put the second piece on. So you've just got 2 little rows of tape there, and then you're just going to fold that in place. Make sure it sits flat that way, and then you can bend it and it sits flat the other way. So you've got your little square mechanism there. Then over the join, you're going to pop pieces of tape over the 2 sections. Then I'm going to take that off so that that's now ready to go. Now, whoops, we'll just put that down there so it doesn't stick to anything. Now we've got our card back here, and we're going to put on our 2 gridded pieces. So what we're going to do is we're going to put only tape on half of it. Okay, so in that diamond orientation, I'm just going to put 3 bits of tape. Tape the backing off. If it's a little bit over, just fold the tape back on itself if you've gone a bit too far. And then we're going to have a look at it. So it's going to basically fit like that, but I want to make sure that there is enough room for the other one, which there is. So now I'm happy. I can then press that down, and then I'll remove the backing. You can see I've stamped something on the back of that, forgetting that we were going to see the back. It doesn't really matter. and then just make sure the sticky is on that side. Line it up. So we've got those lined up now. Okay. Now we want this to sit in the middle. So what we're going to do is now with this here, so you'll want this section here to line up smack bang in the middle of your card, and be aiming for this to be in the middle there. So then when you close it, you've got your little square there. Okay. Then all we're going to do is put some tape onto this first section. Now try not to take it all the way to the edge, because when we put this on, there's going to be these two little bits visible. So you'll want to come almost to the edge, but not quite. And you don't want to put tape on that section there, otherwise your mechanism is just not going to work. So now just eyeball it so that you can see that that's in the middle. And then you've got okay. Then we can just add our butterflies. So you can put them square on, or I like them to be looking as if they're just flying up. And there's your little card. Done. I hope you enjoyed that, and I'd love to see your creations. So please post your creations in the comments section, and let me know how you found this video. I'll also be putting it on YouTube, so you can find this video on YouTube, because Facebook is not holding videos for longer than 30 days. So you'll find me, Create with Lucy, either on YouTube or on Facebook. Okay, bye. Have a wonderful day and happy craft.